Hey guys, it's me Shadow here and welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk. And today I wanted to do the Let's Talk on the anime I was going to talk about, but I've got to talk about Wuthering 1.6, bro. I've got to talk about it. I've just finished the story quest, and oh my fucking god, it blew me away. And I put it on my Instagram story that it's literally just gone up. Like, I think it was a 10 out of 10 patch, honestly, because I'm going to be honest, the last patch, the festival stuff with the robotic arm dude, don't get me wrong, he's a cool character, stuff like that. Going to be great to when we actually explore his character and stuff like that, like they did. But it was kind of a filler patch, it generally was the filler patch. Other than that, it was kind of dead. We have a painter girl that, again, I didn't really care about. She's probably one of my most least interested characters in the whole game. The robot dude was cool, loved him. Not gay, but loved his story. But the Black Shores was hinted at from the very start of Wuthering Waves in 1.0 in the main story, when you run across, I can't remember what her name is, that red-haired girl that basically just fucks around with you halfway through the quest line towards the end. But yeah, the Black Shores were hinted at like through the start of the game that you have a connection there, and they did such a fucking good job with the story and the characters in this. Because the main two characters in this story quest is Rover, the main character, as it should be. She should always be the main character for a main story quest line. For any region she goes in, she should be a focus. She should play the main plot point in anything. And in this is probably the best way I've seen a gacha game handle a main character yet. Even Star Rail hasn't done this yet, and I can't. Again, Star Rail's had 4 planets now, and yeah, don't get me wrong, Stella, she has done some really cool character moments, like at the end of Penny Laconi and Bellabog. But other than that, I can't really say much, because again, the Lofu was mainly Dan Hong and stuff like that. But when it comes to just overall character development and building up a character, they did such a good job with Rover here, and Shorekeeper. I'm going to get to her in a minute, but they did such a good job of telling how Rover is connected to the Black Shores, how she used to lead the Black Shores, and stuff like that. And they also did a good job of explaining how and why she left the Black Shores, and basically why things ended up as they did in the Black Shores. They also did a really good job with Shorekeeper. I think she's probably one of the best characters in the game when it comes to writing in this game right now. I think her and Chun-Li are also up there. They did such a good job with Shorekeeper, like making her feel like she's actually a human, not just a tool used for a certain purpose which she was designed for. Which is good. I think they did a good job with this patch. I don't really have any complaints really about the story, I'm going to be completely honest. The bit I do kind of disliked was the bit at the start. I didn't really get the start at all. Like, I get it, you find the fragment that little girl had, I even can't remember her name, and then you use that, the Shorekeeper transports you to the Black Shore and stuff like that. But that plot point, that might be explored in the next patch, but that plot point wasn't really explored on how she acquired that data. And I think either they're going to explain it when she comes out in the next patch, or they're just going to leave it as it is, or wait until the next, I think it's 1.7 update, where it's going to have, I keep forgetting her name, but I'll show a picture on screen for what she looks like. But they did such a good job with Wuthering Waves' story for this update anyway. And now I want to talk about Wuthering Waves as a whole. I think this game, especially from the story quest now, it has the potential to dethrone all of the top. So with It's Everything, because in my opinion this has the best gameplay of any gacha game. The gameplay is so fun. Every character has a different play style. They don't all play the same, which I thank God we finally have a gacha game that doesn't have the same repetitive character over and over again, because literally that's all Genshin was. The first 4 characters you will see at the start of the game, for example Hu Tao, Eula, Jean, someone like that, guaranteed you those 4 characters have been copied and pasted like 60 times. For example, Jean was the first ever healer person to suck people in with Animo. Now Kazuya does it. When it comes to physical, fucking a lot of people do physical now, which physical shit. I don't even play Genshin anymore, but there's someone probably better than that. And Hu Tao, there's Chino in it. But they're doing such a good job compared to its competitors, especially Genshin, because this is what that's mainly Wuthering Waves' competitor, that, which is Genshin. I'm gonna be honest. Since I've quit Genshin, I've realised how bad that game is. I did originally want to make a video shit talking it and basically saying why the game is just it spiked and it's just fell off for me. But again, I don't know if you guys want to see that type of video, because again, it will be me generally just shit talking for about 12 minutes, because I generally do think that game is dog shit. But enough talking about that. I think when it comes to the characters especially, I think they're doing a good job with them, which I think is what should be the main selling point for any gacha games, is sell you on the characters. No, don't just pull for them because they look cool. Don't get me wrong, I do that most of the time, but sell them on their actual personalities, their backstory, their character designs and stuff like that. And I think that is such a cool aspect they've been doing. The only thing I will say that lets this game down a bit, if you guys first get into it, it's not that long right now. I think it's about 30 hours, like just a story. I might be wrong about that again. But if you just got in and playing the story, the first bit of the story before you meet Sky is rough. I won't even lie, the first bit before you meet Sky is rough, but after that it goes like that. Before you meet Sky, then it spikes again, and then it keeps on spiking ever since then. And I think that's what a story. Don't get me wrong, even Genshin's story for 1.0 was just, I'm gonna be honest, it was shit. And don't get me wrong, I think Wuthering Waves 1.0 was amazing, especially the conclusion of it. But they did such a fucking good job when it came to the characters, the gameplay, the music. The music in this game is fucking gorgeous. I'm not gonna hold it. The music is gorgeous. The animations. Finally, we have a gacha game where the main characters, or the characters in general, don't do 3 fucking poses. That's been annoying me for a while, by the way. Ever since Genshin, they always do like 3 poses, like where they're thinking, they're confused, or they're surprised. That is it. That's all the motion they shows, but in Wuthering Waves they're actually blinking, they're actually moving during cutscenes in dialogue, and I think that it makes the character feel more alive in some aspects, and they actually show emotion in emotional scenes as well. Again, amazing. The animation and graphics in this game is the best in any gacha game, and I'm not gonna even debate that. I play this game on high graphics. I have a 4060. High graphics, ray tracing on, everything maxed out. This game runs so fucking smoothly, high resolution graphics, and it looks beautiful. And I can't say that about, like, don't get me wrong, Star Rail's a kind of a different story because it's a different genre of game. That's why I'm not trying to bring it up as much. But don't get me wrong, when it comes to Genshin, the world, especially other than Inazuma, looks so fucking plain, and it really annoys me because that game is massive. It's like 600 hours, that game, and most of the areas just look so fucking cartoonish, other than Inazuma, which I think looks fucking amazing. They're doing such a good job with this game, Kura Games is, and they actually are listening to the players, which I think is fucking amazing. Don't get me wrong, I don't play Zenlism Zero, but I've heard they have also started listening to the players. I'm not going to make a video on that. I'm going to be honest, I don't think that game is funny. I've seen the gameplay, I'm like, it's not for me. I'm going to be honest. But, off topic again, but I think Wuthering Waves is in a great direction, personally. I don't think they should do what they did last patch with just a filler patch and a free 5. Don't get me wrong, I'm always down for a free 5-star, but this game, because it's relatively new, I don't think that was the right play. Again, I'm not a marketing person, I'm not a salesperson, but I don't think putting a free 5-star out was the right play, especially. But yeah, this game is fucking every fucking expectation. It's kind of surpassed that, and now it's probably on par. It's not on par. I still prefer Star Rail, literally because I love turn-based games, especially turn-based games like Star Rail, Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, stuff like that. I love games like that, and don't get me wrong, I think Wuthering Waves when it comes to the gameplay aspect is better, but I think with more development when it comes to the story, and the story kicks off and it gets like the same length or a bit longer than Star Rail does, I think it might surpass Star Rail for me. But again, I'm going to keep playing the game because, again, I did a video like this for Star Rail when Star Rail first came out, so this is going to be my, like, let's try Wuthering Waves, or what the fuck I'm going to title this video. But yeah, this game was just fucking amazing, and for all of you Genshin fucking meat riders that always bring up saying, oh, this game's only popular because it's basically It's just every time Genshin's mentioned, that's the only reason why this game's mentioned. It's like, no, this game's generally better, and you guys can't accept that. And it's fucking, it's a joke. As if you look at it as a game perspective, not take your bias away and look at it as a straight game perspective, it's 10 times better. What I will say though, there is a few things that kind of annoy me. I don't think they're bad, I just think it kind of is annoying. The one thing I do think is a hit or miss is the voice acting. For some characters it's great. I think Chong-Li, Shorekeeper, Rover in some instances is good. That Zhao dude, I'm gonna be honest, I forgot that dude's name, and I'm gonna get to one of my complaints in a minute. He's good. Is it Yin Yang, the blue hair girl with the black hair? Her voice actor's quite cool. But another thing I kind of annoys me is the names of the characters. Some of the names of the characters sound the exact same, and it's kind of confusing, and I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, so you got like Chong-Li, you've got Yin Yang, you've got some other character, you got Yin Lin. There's so many characters start with the same letter of name. It's kind of annoying. I like how Shorekeeper's just called Shorekeeper, keeping it simple. The one thing I do like, and this might be just my personal preference, but I love the character designs in this game. I think they're super unique. The only one I don't really like is... It's not... I don't think there is one I don't like. I like mainly all of them. I think the only one I kind of not really like is the pink kid person. Because again, I don't have her, and I just think she looks stupid, to be honest. Not the pink one, the green one. I think she looks stupid. But other than that, I have nothing but praises to say about Wuthering Waves right now. As long as I don't do another patch like they did last month, I think they're going to be fine. I think at some point they will either surpass Genshin or become the better game, because they really are a better game. I just hope the story writing and the story in general stays consistent throughout the whole, not the whole game, because there is going to be some filler patches where the story's going to be kind of off, because all games have their dodgy sides. But I love games with such good story writing, and so far this game has done that, and I can't wait. And I want to make a video on Shorekeeper when I've built her, because I don't know if you also saw my Instagram story. I got her in my first temple, and I was like, okay, that's what we're doing now. Alright then. So I got her on my first temple, so I might, if you guys want to see it, I will do a video on her. I do want to make some Wuthering Waves videos, because again, I love the game. I think the game's insanely fucking fun. It has some like DMC type combat, even though it's not as complex as DSD and it's not as flashy. It's very fucking fun. It takes more skill than Genshin and Star combined, in my opinion. But anyway, enough of me glazing, and yeah, thank you guys for all the support on the last video and the Black Swan video. That video's doing quite well, and yeah, I don't know when the next Star video is going to be, because again, I did say I want to make one on Acheron, and she's done now, but again, I don't want to just put up Star videos back to back to back, so I am going to work on a Wuthering Waves video for soon. But again, I'm recording this literally on Monday, so you will probably get another video this week. I don't know what it will be. It might be me talking about an anime, it might just be doing something, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.